Ishak. The Jews used to ask Muhammad questions which annoyed and confused him. Ishak. Your situation seems obscure to us, Muhammad.
And it remains so. But Team Islam was undeterred.
Ishak. O Jews, fear Allah and submit, for you used to hope for the Messiah's help against the Arabs when we were pagans. You told us that he would be sent, and then told us about him. A Jew responded, Muhammad has not shown us anything we recognize as prophetic. He is not the one we spoke to you about. So Allah revealed, we confirmed what they had, and we sent one they recognized, but they rejected him, so we are cursing them. The Jews replied, no covenant was ever made with us about Muhammad.
Then turning to face their tormentor, the Medina Jews said,
Muhammad, you have not brought anything we recognize, and God has not sent down any sign or miracle suggesting we should believe you. So Allah said, we have sent down to you plain signs, and only evildoers disbelieve them.
The truth hurts. Neither prophet nor God knew how to respond to this scathing indictment.
Ishak. The Jews told Allah's messenger, bring us a book, bring us something down from heaven that we might read it.
After all of this whining and anti-Semitism, Mohammed still didn't have a book. Nothing had been written down, much less collated into Scripture. Not only couldn't our boy find a prophecy pointing to himself, not only couldn't he perform a miracle, he couldn't even produce a book. But alas, he couldn't have read it if he had.
Ishak. The Jews used to turn men away from Islam, so Allah said, the Scripture folk wish to make you unbelievers after you have believed. They are envious, but be indulgent until Allah gives you His orders.
To rob them, rape them, and sell them into slavery, and of course murder them. Which is precisely what He would order them to do in Quran 33:25. Muslims had this right, although not in the way they imagined.
Ishak. To arms! To arms! The Muslims said, quarreling and boasting among themselves. When this reached the Prophet, he said, Muslims, will you act as pagans while I am with you? They realized their dissension was due to Satan and the guile of their enemy. Then they went off with the apostle, attentive and obedient.
Like Hitler after him, the anti-Semitic prophet wanted to be sure no one would befriend a Jew. He had plans for them.
Ishak. Some Muslims remained friends with the Jews, so Allah sent down a Quran forbidding them to take the Jews as friends. From their mouths hatred has already shown itself, and what they conceal is worse.
An enemy must be isolated and vilified to be conquered. So Muhammad said,
You believe in their book,
though you don't have a clue as to what it says,
while they deny your book, so you have more right to hate them than they have to hate you. Ishak. Abu Bakr went to a Jewish school.
There is no mention of him ever going to a Muslim school.
And found many pupils gathered around Phinehas, a learned rabbi. Bakr told the Jews to fear Allah and submit. He told them that they would find Muhammad was an apostle, written in the Torah and Gospels.
Muhammad's lead general was so unaware, he told Jews to look for prophetic confirmation of Muhammad in the Christian Gospels. These boys were dumb.
Phinehas replied, We are rich compared to Allah. We do not humble ourselves to Allah.
Read Satan.
He humbles himself to us. We are independent of him while he needs us. Why does your God ask us to lend him money, as your master pretends? Bakr was enraged and hit Phinehas hard in the face.
For telling him the truth.
Were it not for the treaty between us, I would cut off your head, you enemy of Allah. So Allah,
actually Satan,
said, They will taste our punishment of burning.
Which is confirmed in Quran 2:7, 11, 24, 27, 39, 81, 85 to 90, 96, 104, 114, 119, 126, 162, 165, 174, 196, 201, 206, 211, 217, 257, and 275. Mohammed's spirit hated Jews.
Ishak. Allah revealed concerning Phinehas and the other rabbis. Allah issued orders to those who had received the book.
He's speaking of the Torah.
You are to make it clear to men and not conceal it, yet they cast the Torah behind their backs and sold it for a small price. Wretched was their exchange. They will therefore receive a painful punishment.
While the Quran complains about the Jews selling Mohammed Bible stories a dozen times or more, this is the most direct confession in the Hadith. Next, Mohammed puts the caravan before the camel.
Ishak. The Torah confirms what Muhammad brought.
Then,
Rifa'ah, a noble Jew, spoke to the apostle, twisting his tongue. Give us your attention, Muhammad, so that we can make you understand. Then he attacked Islam and reviled it. So Allah sent down, Allah knows about your enemies. Some of the Jews change words from their contexts and say, we hear and disobey, twisting their tongues and attacking the religion. But Allah cursed them.
This became Quran 259 and 447. One has to be ignorant or oblivious not to condemn this stuff.
Ishak. The Jewish rabbis knew that Muhammad had brought them the truth, but they denied that they knew it. They were obstinate. So Allah revealed, people of the book, believe in what we sent down in confirmation of what you have been given before, or we will efface your features and turn your face into your ass, cursing you.
Allah was such a loving and nurturing spirit. The Jews said,
Ishak. Tell us when the day of doom will be, Muhammad, if you are a prophet as you say. So Allah sent down, they will ask you about the hour when it will come to pass. Say, only my Lord knows of it. None but He will reveal it at its proper time. Say, only Allah knows about it, but most men do not know.
In other words, neither Muhammad nor Allah were prophets, and since the mighty Mo claimed to be the last messenger, who was going to share Allah's big surprise?
How can we follow you, Muhammad, when you have abandoned our Qibla? And do you not allege that Uzayr is the son of God? So Allah revealed, the Jews say that Uzayr is the son of God.
No, they don't.
And the Christians say that the Messiah is the Son of God. That is what they say with their mouths, copying the speech of those who disbelieved in the earlier times. Allah fight them! How perverse are they!
That's so stupid, I'm speechless. Trying to reason with this man, the Jews said,
Ishak. For our part, we don't see how your Quran's recitals are arranged anything like our Torah's.
So Muhammad, who couldn't read, said,
You know quite well that the Quran is from Allah. You will find it written in the Torah, which you have.
Sorry, you won't find any mention of the Quran in the Torah. Not in the original from 1200 BC, not in the Septuagint from 275 BC, not in the Dead Sea Scrolls dating from 250 BC to 70 AD, not in the Torah, which they had in 625 AD, nor in one from 2005. Since the most important and oft-repeated claim in Muhammad's prophetic career was false, Muhammad was a false prophet. It's as simple as that.